Okay, in this next segment, we're going to talk about Perl. Perl is another third-party application that is required by OMNM, and frequently, if you do not have Perl installed, this could be a potential issue for customers post-installation. And so let me just show you why that might be a problem. And so let's look at some of our ACLIs. Some of our ACLIs are written in Perl. Let me pick one here. View the script. Just to give you an example, you see here we're using print lines, and this is an ACLI that was intentionally written in Perl for various reasons, and there's various subscripts also written in Perl. So we do require Perl there. So your ACLIs can be embedded CLI as well, which don't require Perl. So some of your ACLIs may work while others will not, and this is one indication that it's Perl if it's a Perl issue if you see these type of statements in your action. So let's just take a quick look here at what happens. There's two things you might see post-installation that will give you an indication that Perl's a problem. First of all, you go to try to create a script. I've already created this one, but I'm just going to try to resave it and show you what happens if you were to try to save this Perl script now that I don't have Perl installed. It's going to say exception Perl has errors, blah, 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 IO exception, cannot run Perl. Right there, you see it. That's your indication Perl is not installed. The other indication is maybe you're just trying to execute a command here, and let's just execute one. I think I hit the copy. Execute. I'm just going to execute this script. You should fail fairly quickly, and it does. And remember, you do need to expand your informationals to see this. And you see here also Java IO exception cannot run Perl. Another indication you don't have Perl. And so part of your troubleshooting is to go check the box and find out why Perl isn't there. And so let me bring up another screen here. And so this is a box that this happens to be a Linux box, and this happens to be the VM, but it could be on any Linux box. The first thing you want to try is a Perl-H. And so basically if you have Perl, you're going to get help content. I don't have it here. So you see I don't have it, indication it's not there. Another way to find out is to do a which Perl, and this is a Linux command looking for any Perl in any path. So you quickly see here, right here, no Perl in any of these paths. You don't have Perl. That's the problem. And so this is a Linux example. So let's go look at, let's talk about Windows for just a second. On a Windows box, you don't need to install Perl. And that's because it already comes default as part of the what's called the third-party Cygwin directory. So here's an example of a Windows box. Oh, I'm sorry, that's not a Windows box. Let me go find the other Windows box that I have here. Right here. Okay. So on a Windows box, it's part of the the OMNM default installation. So you automatically have it. But how do you check on Windows? So right now you see I'm on a Windows prompt, and I'm just going to do Perl-H again. If I can get focus in this window. Okay. Well, we see it's not there, and that is because we are not in the OMNM environment. This is just looking at paths within the Windows and not in the installed environment that we have. So you want to go one step further here. You need to get in the environment for OMNM. We typed the word OWhere to do that. And now we see we got this CYG drive. This is a third-party application called Cygwin, and it's basically a Linux emulator that runs for OMNM. And so you can do the same thing here. You can do Perl-H, and we see it works. We have Perl. So that's how you find out. And again, on Windows, you do not need to install Perl because it is already there as part of the default environment. So let's go back to our Linux example here. Actually, I'm going to bring up this screen here. So we just found out we do not have Perl. What do? We need to install Perl. It's very simple. On Linux, yum install Perl. And it's going to go out to the yum repository and get it. There's a variety of ways you can get Perl. And you can do it any way you like, but this is the easiest way that I find. Yum install Perl. I do need to be root here, so we're going to do sudo yum install Perl. And so you could do an su to root and do it that way. On this VM, I happen to have sudo privileges for root users, so I do it this way. And so we just install Perl. It's going to say, yes, how do we do that? There we go. Yes, install it. It'll take just a minute. Okay, and so then we have Perl installed. We can go test our installation here. Slide this back over here. We're going to execute our, well, let's just do both tests. Let's go edit and just try to save it again, see what it says. Save. Oh, looks like it worked. And we can execute it. And it ran successfully. So that's how you resolve any Perl issues on Windows. It's not an issue, but by chance, if you had some reason to install Perl on a Windows box, possibly even Linux if you wanted to do your own, you could go to Perl. Active Perl is what we recommend, but really any up-to-date Perl distribution is probably okay. You can go to Active Perl, and then there should be a download on this link here, and you can just grab it. It's free, and Community Edition is free, so you can grab it there, and that should resolve any other Perl issues that you have. There's no issues with path when you install it yourself, because the box will handle that. All right, that concludes the Perl part.